They got you.
Who?
Yes, they got you. I tried to warn you guys about these credit cards, man. I tried to warn you. And these credit card companies gave you guys credit that was, just too easy. And now we're here. $1 trillion we owe in credit card debt.
You had an expensive weekend in Vegas.
$1 trillion. We're going to jump into it, guys, because this is something that you need to listen to, something that you need to look out for, especially if you're trying to buy a house, especially if you're trying to get your finances together. This is super important. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Check out in the descriptions. I have a real estate investing course for beginners and a YouTube course. Guys, let's jump into it. $1 trillion. $1 trillion you guys owe. Because it ain't me. It ain't me. You guys owe to these credit card companies. Remember, let's just go back. Back in the day, 3-4 months ago, when I was telling you guys, listen, it's great that the Fed is raising the rates, but we know who's going to benefit for the rates being raised. These credit card companies. And I said, beware of these credit card companies, because they're going to give you guys easy credit to apply for and to get approved for, because they're going to make a killing. This is their time to shine. And some people were sending me messages saying, Orlando, I disagree with you. I don't think these credit card companies are going to take advantage of the American who's just trying to get by and needs to use credit cards.
You are one pathetic loser.
I said, you don't know Corporation Green, do you? You don't know how these corporations really run. You don't realize these companies aren't loyal.
That's just an interesting fact.
And it's always about the bottom dollar with these guys. I mean, it is what it is, but let's jump into it. It says Americans owe $1 trillion in credit card debt. Woo-wee! That's pricey. It says American credit card balances have passed $1 trillion, or it's about to, depending on who you ask. The average interest rate on a new card is 24%, the highest figure since the Reaganomic era. Guys, you guys are paid payday loans on these credit cards. I mean, these are payday loans you guys are doing. And it blows my mind, because when it comes to buying a house, someone just gave me a call a couple of days ago and they said,
Orlando, what I want to do is I don't really have the down payment. I don't have the down payment for a home right now. Do you think I can do a cash withdrawal for my credit card, and then use that for the down payment?
I said, excuse me? What did you just say? My eardrums are about to explode. Are you telling me you want to borrow 26% money for a down payment on an overpriced home?
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Well, first of all, you probably won't get away with that in a conventional loan. But let's just say you did get away with that. Why on earth would you want to do that? That doesn't make sense. You're going to pay 26% money on a down payment? Are you nuts? You're paying a payday loan. Not only are you overpaying for the home, but you're paying a ridiculous high interest rate on the down payment, and you're going to pay a high... Listen, my mind, just the numbers are about to explode. It doesn't make sense. High interest rate, high down payment, overpriced home, disaster.
Stop it. Get some help.
This person is just asking to go into bankruptcy. Asking to go into bankruptcy. Listen to me, people. This does not make sense. If the math don't math, it doesn't make sense, guys. 26% down payment, overpriced home, don't do it. It's getting crazy. I understand. Things are getting tough. Everything's getting hard. But don't borrow 26% money, guys. Don't borrow it. Don't do it. If you know that you can't pay it off, you know that you can't pay it back, and you're going to do the minimum payments, it's a catastrophe waiting to happen.
It's pretty much a lose-lose situation.
A typical American household now carries $10,000 in credit card debt by one estimate on record. If that doesn't sound like a lot of debt, try paying it off. At $250 per month with 24% interest, you will be making payments until 2030. Oh my.
He got cooked. Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh? He got cooked.
Just hearing the numbers, guys, should make you want to cut up your credit cards, throw them out. This is the thing. I am not against credit cards. I am not. I'm really not. Look, I am against people who don't understand how to reasonably and have discipline when it comes to debt. If you don't have any discipline when it comes to using a credit card or knowing what your limits are, creating a budget, then you don't need a credit card. And a lot of times people are using these credit cards for the wrong things. Why are you racking up $10,000 of McDonald's transactions?
What did he say?
Like, that makes no sense to me. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, some people are literally have $10,000 worth of debt from Popeye's chicken. Like, that makes no credit. $10,000 worth of debt from Burger King, from the dollar menu. It makes no sense to me, man. People out here using their Citi credit card to go to Rent-A-Center to get Jordans. Come on, guys.
That don't make no sense.
Come on. It's crazy out here. But let's read that again one more time, guys. At $250 per month with 24% interest, you will be making payments until 2030. 2030 at $250 per month just to pay that off. It says you will spend a total of $20,318, twice what you owe. And that assumes you never use the card again. And we know that's not the case. If you are just making minimum payments, you're looking at that credit card statement with an eagle eye. And you're like,
I got $250 to use on that credit card next month because I just paid down $500.
That's what a lot of people are doing. They're living off of the credit card at 24, 26, 28% interest. And in some instances, if you have really bad credit, they get as high as 35%, guys. 35%. And people are doing this. They're signing up for this and saying, yep, I understand. I'm going to sign on the dotted line. I understand I'm going to get charged 24 to 35% interest rate. And they're signing away saying that I'm okay with that. And then some people are deciding, what can I use this money on? I'm going to go buy the biggest purchase of my life and put that on the line with a credit card. What? It says it's hard to build wealth when you're paying 20% interest every month. Well, really? The nation's credit card debt stands at $986 billion, according to the Federal Reserve. That figure has climbed by $250 billion in 2 years. Well, say it ain't so. So what I was saying, hey guys, look, they're going to be giving you this easy credit to apply for and get approved for. I wasn't wrong. I'm telling you guys, these credit card companies are seeing the door open and they're saying,
Look guys, we could charge these guys a lot of money. A lot of people have money in their pockets right now. Why wouldn't we charge 24, 26, 28, 30% when people have the money to pay it right now?
This is crazy. By the time we end up having to writing off this bad debt, we would have made so much money regardless. This would be stupid not to do this. This is how these guys are doing the accounting. They're using the situation to their advantage, guys. And this is why it's so important to watch my videos, guys, so that you guys can read in between the lines and not fall for the okie doke here. And the okie doke is using credit for stupid reasons. Using credit for stupid reasons. Remember, guys, what are we trying to do? You're trying to buy a house. And isn't it counterproductive to borrow $20,000 at 24% when you're trying to get a home? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. People are complaining about homes being expensive, but then you borrow money at 24% interest?
Sensational.
What? And this is super important to show you how things have changed. Remember, all that money that got flooded into and during the stimulus time, during the pandemic, it says in 2021, we saw people paying off record amounts of debt. And if you look at this chart, you can see up, 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 up. You can see it's still going up, but right here, it kind of went flat, but then it continues to go up and up and up. Now that things are going down, right, as far as the economy goes, things are getting tighter. People don't have as much money as they did 2 years ago when the stimulus was still going. People are spending money. Inflation is high. Everything is more expensive. So people's savings accounts are draining. So what do people do when their accounts have drained and they still have a lifestyle that they were living from 2 years ago from free money? Well, they're going to replace that money and that income with credit card debt. And that's what you're starting to see people do, is they're replacing that $20,000 lifestyle gap that they had with income that they don't have from the regular job, and they're replacing that with credit card debt. They're using that to replace a lifestyle that they really didn't earn, meaning they don't have the income from that. That was a temporary thing. And now you're starting to see people are just, yeah, let me charge this vacation on this. Let me buy a car with this. Let me put a down payment on a house with this. It makes no sense. It says the spending is really nonstop now. And we've once thought that putting things on credit cards as frivolous spending or a big purchase TV. Now, because of inflation, people are putting actual necessities, food, housing on their credit card. I just called it, guys. This is what I'm talking about. There is a lifestyle gap and people are deciding, you know what? I'm going to continue. Instead of retracting and making their lifestyle back to what it is or living within their means, you know that budgeting. People are like, YOLO.
Stop! It's time to stop, okay?
I'm gonna go ahead and live this life out, even if I'm paying 26% interest. And you know who's over there rubbing their hands? Woo, Citi, Visa, MasterCard. They're like, woo, yeah. Keep living your life. Keep living your life. The average credit card interest rate stands at 20.92%. Just last spring, the average credit card rate was 16.65. What? So you telling me these credit card companies are just trying to rank you over the coals? Man, oh man. Woo-wee.
That's cold-blooded.
I'm telling you guys, these companies aren't loyal. They will do whatever they have to do to make that money. And you are the product. You are the person that they're going to give the credit to and say,
Hey man, go out and buy you that new TV. Go out and buy that vacation. Hey, you want a wedding? Use our credit card.
they encourage you to do that because they're going to get 24% interest rate off of you. We have summer travel coming, and then we have a Q4 upon us, the biggest spending time of the year. So we have summer coming up where everybody's going to go on vacation and be using credit cards and just spend because we have all this pent up demand for people who want a vacation. And here's the funny thing about that. Not all of you. I'm not saying that people don't deserve a vacation, but a lot of you can't afford a vacation. Fact. You're going to spend $10,000 on a vacation and you cannot afford it. You have debt up to here. You are debt right here or up here, above here. Point is, you can't afford it. And people are still going to take these vacations, max out their credit cards, knowing that they can't afford it, but still come around and say, I want to buy a house. I need to buy a house. I'm trying to get my finances together. Well, let me tell you what. If you're overspending and your income is one level down here and your expenses are up here, it's going to be very hard or almost impossible for you to get a home. So you really need to work on your spending, budgeting, not using credit cards for ridiculous reasons, guys. Once again, I'm not against using credit cards. I'm really not. I am for individual budgeting, having discipline, and making sure that if you can't pay your balances off, in my opinion, at the end of the 30 days, then what's the point? You're putting yourself and you're paying interest on something for most likely something that's really crazy. Like I said earlier, a lot of you guys have $10,000 worth of McDonald's transactions on there.
It's funny because it's true.
And you just been rolling it over, which is insane to me. insane. So as always, guys, I hope you got value out of this content and that you were entertained with it. Like I said, it's super important for you to understand that your finances are important just in general, but especially if you're trying to buy one of the biggest purchases of your life. So make sure that you take control of your finances. That means budgeting, doing everything possible to make sure that your financial self is really healthy. So you know you won't get all of your information from this one video, guys. Make sure you watch this next video here. I promise you, you'll get your information on the financial news, housing market, get into your first rental property from this video. And the information you will get from it will be gold, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.